Fine. I greet you, Lana. How are you? Hope you are fine. Welcome to this lesson. We are going to learn about postal charges. Now, this is another part in money that I would like you to lend me your ears as we start from the beginning up to the end. This is an exercise that normally takes place at the post office. Now, most of us have ever had a time and visited any post office. Now, in a post office, normally have items being sent. And some of the items that are normally sent include letters, postcards, printed papers, parcels, to mention but a few. Now, we have what we call inland postal charges, whereby you are going to be served with a table that shows items that are sent within the country. That means if you send an item, let's say from Nairobi to Mombasa, we call it inland postal charges. Fine. We have our number 2 way of sending items. We shall learn in our next session. Let us base on inland postal charges that takes place within our country. Now, we normally have the item being sent. That item can be weighed to get the mass. And then we have this column showing the charges for that particular item. For example, here we have the letters. Our table is showing us that if you send a letter up to 20 grams, you will be charged 21 shillings. That means from 1 gram up to 20 grams, you'll be paying 21 shillings. Next, we have another one. If you are sending over 20 grams up to 50, anything from 20 grams up to 50 grams, the charges will be 25 shillings. Now, what about other items? For example, you may be sending what we call the aerograms. Each is normally charged at 21 shillings, basing with these post office charges. Now, what about the postcards? Each means 1. It will be charged at 19 shillings. We have also another item here, printed papers. These are the charges. If you are sending a printed paper up to 20 grams, you can see the charges are 19 shillings. 20 grams, over 20 grams up to 50 grams. How much? 20 shillings. Now, Lana, I would like to ask you up to that far. Supposing you are sending a printed paper that is 25 grams. You can see from our table, we don't have 25 grams exactly, but we have a range that is from 20 to 50 grams. So our 25 grams is falling in between 20 and 50 grams. It is falling here. That means the charges will be 20 shillings. Fine. Supposing you are sending printed papers weighing 300 grams. From our table here, we don't have exactly 300 grams, but Where does it fall? It is falling. It is found between the range of over 250 grams up to 500 grams. That means the charges for sending printed papers weighing 300 grams will be 62 shillings. Let's go through the newspapers. Up to 250 grams, what are the charges? 19 shillings. Over 250 grams up to 500 grams, what are the charges? 21 shillings. Fine. Supposing you, I'm asking you, the learner, supposing someone is sending, let me say even you are sending newspapers weighing 800 grams. What could be the charges? How much is going to be charged? 800 grams. You will come and find out from the ranges here, where does 800 grams fall? Probably, if you are very keen, 800 grams is falling in this range. That is over 500 grams up to 1 kilogram. What will be the charges? Follow that line. The charges will be 24 shillings. Fine. Now, we have an example here that we want us to work out together. And this is what somebody by the name Malabo sent the following inland mails. Inland mails. We call them inland because they were sent within the country. A letter of mass 20 grams. A letter. A means 1 letter, mass 20 grams. 2 letters, each weighing 40 grams. 3 postcards. 2 printed papers of mass 200 grams and 1,500 grams. Now the question comes here as simple as this. How much did he pay? Fine. Let's go through this question together. We shall come back here. What was being sent? The first item, a letter of mass 20 grams. We shall come back to our table. A letter weighing 20 grams. How much was that? 21 shillings. Fine. What about the next one? 2 letters, each weighing 40 grams. So we shall go back to our table. How many letters were sent? 2 letters. What was the weight of each letter? Weight of each letter. It was 40 grams. From our table, where does 40 fall? It is falling in the range of over 20 grams up to 50 grams. That means Malabo will have to pay 1 letter, 25 shillings. Now that there are 2 letters, 2 times 25. Very good. The next one, 3 postcards. 3 postcards. From our table given, we go where postcards is. From our type of article, the type of article or item, postcards is here. Very good, it is here. What was the cost of each postcard? 19 shillings. How many postcards was sent? 3. That means total amount spent in sending the 3 postcards will be 3 multiplied by 19. Fine. Next item sold, sent 2 printed papers of mass, 800 grams and 1,500 grams. Remember, there are 2. Now, the first one was 800 grams from our table, printed papers. We are here, printed papers. 800 grams. Where does it fall? It is falling under the range of 500 grams up to 1 kilogram. What are the charges? 82 shillings. Now, the other one was 1,500 grams. What are they? Printed papers. Charges from the table. 1,500 grams printed papers. Yes, it is falling in this range. Over 100 kilograms, over 1 kilogram up to 2 kilograms. What is the charge? It is 103 shillings. Now, for you to answer this question, we are going to work out this question this way. This is the solution. Now, we have the first one, a letter of mass 20 grams. We viewed from our table, it was costing 21 shillings. That means 1 letter times 21 shillings. The total amount spent for sending that letter was 21 shillings. 2 letters, each 40 grams. That means we shall take 2 times 25, we shall get 50 shillings. Next, 3 postcards. What was the cost of sending 1 postcard from the table? It was 19. So we are going to take 3 times 19, and the answer becomes what? 57 shillings. 2 printed papers. These are the printed papers. One was 800 grams. What was the cost, the charge for sending 800 grams? It was 82 shillings. The next printed paper was weighing 1,500 grams. That one we are also going to charge it differently. That is 103 shillings. Now, what was our question? How much did he pay? Total amount paid. We are going to add 21 shillings plus 50 plus 57 plus 82 plus 103. Finally, the total cost will be 313 shillings. This is what Malabo is supposed to pay to the post office to enable him send all these items. Fine. Of course, yes. Now, as I normally say, practice makes. Somebody practice makes. Of course, practice makes perfect. Now, who's supposed to do the practice? Is it the teacher or the learner? Yes, it is the learner who's supposed to do the practice. Fine. I have a sample of questions here. And this is the question. What are the postal charges for the letters? What is being sent? The letters with these masses. The first letter is weighing 25 grams. So, Lana, you are going to find out from the table. This is the table you are going to use. This is the table you're going to use for answering those questions. This is the table you are going to use. So 25 grams, you go back to our table and find out what is being sent, the letters. What was the weight or the mass of the letter? 25 grams. Where does it fall? In which range does 25 grams fall? Then you find the charges. I'm seeing somebody saying this is a simple exercise. Now I'll find out if it is simple. Fine. We also have 140 grams, D, C, 15 grams, D, 900 grams, E, 1,500 grams, F, 490 grams. Remember, these are all letters. So you will be looking from the charges of letters. Is it a simple exercise? Fine, because you are responding, it's a simple exercise. So you do this work and you look for a way to enable the teacher mark the work as we work towards improving our marks, improving our percentages in mathematics, because our target is 1. What is the target? 90% and above. Clear? Yes. Therefore, I beg to stop there. I'm sure you have been keen. I'm sure you lent me your ears the way I requested. I'm sure you have understood how to answer these questions about postal charges. We shall continue in our next session to learn more about postal charges. Allow me to stop there. I hope you are going to do this exercise and do it accordingly. Bye-bye. Good night.